Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Tyler Warlow and I go by The Mengineer. I make videos about how to improve your life through your confidence, capabilities, and happiness. So in today's video, I wanted to discuss a form of exercise that I feel is extremely accessible to any level of fitness, and that is hiking. I wanted to talk about hiking because I feel like it applies to a range of different people and their different fitness levels, and I wanted to talk about some of the benefits that come from it. So first off, let's address what counts as hiking. Well, that's really up to you and your personal fitness level. For instance, if you're more of a beginner, you might want to start off with some small trails, maybe 1 or 2 miles that are relatively flat. But if you're more advanced and you regularly exercise, you might even want to consider things like overnight camping trips where you can hike several miles one day and then finish up the hike the next. This is what I personally feel like makes hiking great. It applies to pretty much anyone and their level of fitness. And there's so many different opportunities and benefits that you get from doing hiking. So let's jump into some of those and talk about them. So first off, let's talk about one of the most obvious benefits, which is going to be for your physical health. Hiking can do a range of different things. It can reduce your risk of heart disease, lower your blood pressure, reduce your risk of diabetes, and helps tackle obesity. And honestly, this is just through the level of movement that you get through this form of exercise. When you go hiking, you put in a lot of steps, especially so as you begin to do longer trails or trails that have more elevation changes, and it can really put your cardiovascular system in a mode of stress, which helps to improve your overall health. For instance, me and my friend went hiking over this past weekend, and we did about an 11-mile loop. Over the course of 2 days, Saturday and Sunday, we managed to get about 40,000 steps in. Now, we're a bit more advanced in our fitness level, so I wouldn't recommend this to everyone because even I was more sore afterwards, but it's just an idea of the level that you can get to. By regularly going on different hikes, you're going to be putting in more and more steps, which helps you to not only lose weight, but increase the health of your cardiovascular system. The next benefit that I wanted to talk about is the mental health benefits. There's a lot of studies out there showing the benefits of being out in nature to help reduce things like anxiety and depression. There's a few different reasons for this. First off, being out in nature, you're surrounded by a lot of colors that people claim are relaxing, such as the lush green colors of the forest or the clear blue skies. Additionally, when you're hiking, your body releases endorphins, which can help to improve your mental state. And in my personal experience, it's just relaxing. In today's modern world, we're constantly being presented by distractions like our cell phone and constantly being pinged or texted by either work or friends, and it can just be a lot of noise. And so sometimes it's nice to get away from that. If you go hiking, a lot of times you won't have any sort of signal, so you won't have to worry about being distracted or hit up by someone that you didn't really want to talk to in the first place. Hiking really can help just disconnect you from the modern world, which in my opinion has a range of different benefits for your mental health. If you're finding this video to be helpful or interesting, please be sure to give it a like and subscribe. It really helps the channel to reach new people. Thank you in advance. And let's continue with the video. Next, by going hiking, you can potentially improve your sleep patterns. And there's a few reasons for this. First off, you're exposing yourself to more vitamin D and sunlight. And if you do that earlier in the day, it kind of can help reset your circadian rhythm. Additionally, when you're outside and exercising, you can raise your body's internal temperature. So when your body's internal temperature drops back down, it can help to bring you into a state of relaxation and make it easier for you to sleep. And the obvious thing from that is you'll just be tired. When you physically exert yourself from going out all the time and hiking, you'll be more tired physically, and that makes it easier for you to fall asleep as well. So we already touched on mental health a little bit, but we're going to dive into that a little bit deeper. Because one of the main things that you can do to take care of your mental health is take care of the relationships in your life. That can be friends, family, or any form of loved ones as well. Now, what do I mean by this? Hiking can be a great social activity. You can take lighter hikes where you can go with big groups and you can just take it casual and talk with each other about different things. Or you can get more intense and you can go out on long hikes with maybe a couple people. You'll regularly get to see these people in your life. This leads to deeper conversations, talks about life, And additionally, you get some face-to-face time with this person rather than having to try and worry about pinging them through text, which, as I stated, can be a little bit stressful with today's craziness of the modern world. One of my favorite places to hike is the state park in Virginia called Grayson Highlands. I think it's a great place to go because you get to encounter a lot of wildlife, such as the wild ponies that are there, and it offers some great views. But what about y'all? I'd love to hear from y'all in the comments down below. Have you ever been hiking? If so, what are some of your favorite places to hike at? I'd love to hear down below and potentially check them out myself. Next, one of the biggest benefits that I think there is to hiking is the varying levels of skill that it requires. You can really start at any level of fitness, whether you're a beginner or you're advanced. If you're a beginner, you can start with shorter trails that are pretty flat overall and work yourself up to longer trails with maybe some changes in elevation. If you're advanced, you can go on multi-day hiking trips where you hike several miles out, you camp for the night, and then you finish off your hike the next day. Either way, it gives someone the opportunity to be out in nature and really appreciate the world around them. One of the biggest things that I personally get from hiking is the sense of satisfaction. I really enjoy a nice challenge. So when I go through a hard hike and push through any discomfort that I have to make it through the end, I'm really proud of myself. And the great thing about hiking in nature is that there's usually a pretty good reward at some point in the trail, whether that's a great waterfall or scene of the mountains or some form of wildlife encounter. A lot of times when you're out in nature, you get to see something beautiful and amazing, and it can really give you an appreciation for the life and nature that surrounds us every single day. Well guys, this brings us to the end of the video. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed or found the video to be helpful at all, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe and join me in this self-improvement journey. Again, if anyone has any hiking tips or places to check out, please leave them down in the comments below. I try to read every single one of them. If you're interested in more of my videos where I talk about fitness topics, be sure to check out this video right here. But if you're interested in some of my more recent stuff, be sure to check out this video right here. But until the next time, this is the Mengineer signing off.